Today I'm going to show you the procedure for submitting stipulations and consents to e-filing in Queens, New York, and Bronx County Supreme Courts. The old procedure for submitting the stipulation and consent to e-filing was to fill out the form and submit the document through EDDS. EDDS is located at nycourts.gov. All you had to do before was click on EDDS and follow the prompts from there to submit your stipulation and consent to e-filing to the court. In New York, Bronx, and Queens counties, that procedure has changed. You're no longer going to be using the EDDS system to submit these stipulations. Instead, you're going to be logging into the NYSCEF system, which is the New York State Court's electronic filing system, where we have provided you a new link to submit these stipulations to the court. Before we start, I just want to show you where the stipulation and consent to e-filing form can be found. To get to our NYSCEF website, you just type in nycourts.gov/e-file. On the left-hand side of the screen under Resources is a link for forms. And if you click on Supreme Court, it will jump you to the Supreme Court forms, and the stipulation and consent to e-filing is Form EF10. So after this form is filled out and signed by all parties in the case, it is preferred that the attorney, if there is an attorney in this case, file the stipulation and consent to e-filing through this new link in NYSCEF. If there are only pro se litigants or unrepresented litigants in the case, the pro se litigants will need to contact us by emailing us at nyscef@nycourts.gov. So we're going to pretend that this form was filled out, signed by all parties, and the attorney for the plaintiff is now going to submit this stipulation and consent to e-filing in New York County. So let's go ahead and show you the procedure. So on the home page here, you're going to see all the different courts where you can log in. As the attorney, you're going to click on Supreme Civil Court. You're going to type in your username and password. And once you've logged in, under File Documents, you're going to click on Supreme Court. Now you're going to see a new link here at the bottom of the screen where it says Convert Paper Filings to e-filing, and you're going to see a link that says Submit Stipulation and Consent to e-filing. By clicking on that link, it's going to ask you for the court. Now again, the only three courts that are going to be using this procedure are Bronx, New York, and Queens County Supreme Courts. For this demonstration, we're going to be filing in New York County Supreme Court. After you select the court, you'll be asked to select the case type. You'll input the caption. Now, if you have to add additional parties, there's always a link here that says add another petitioner or add another respondent. So you can add as many petitioners and respondents as you need to. The caption should match, the most up-to-date caption that is provided from the county clerk's office. If there were any amended complaints or orders that directed the county clerk to amend the caption, and the caption was amended by the county clerk, the caption should match that caption exactly. So if there were parties added, those parties should be added here. They should also be on the stipulation and consent to e-filing. So all parties in the case have to be listed in the caption, and it should match what you have on your stipulation and consent to e-filing. So after you input the caption, you're going to click Next. And there's only going to be one document type available from the drop-down menu. And after you select that document type from the drop-down menu, you're going to be asked to select the file. So wherever you have that stipulation and consent to e-filing saved as a PDF on your computer, you're going to find it, double-click on it, and once you double-click on it, it's going to bring in the PDF, and it'll show you the name of the PDF here. however you have it saved on your computer. It's going to ask you, does this document contain confidential personal information as defined by this rule? This document that I filled out does not contain a social security number or any other CPI as defined in that rule. So I'm going to select no here and click next. Okay, and now you're on the final review and file page. So basically the system's just going to give you an overview of the information you input, and basically, you're creating the case on the NYSCEF system. So instead of the county clerk converting the case, you're creating the case, you're creating the caption, you're uploading your stipulation and consent to e-filing, and after you click on this filing acknowledgement here and click on file documents, you're sending the stipulation and consent to e-filing to the county clerk's office. And what they're going to do now is they're going to review the stipulation and consent to e-filing, make sure that all parties have signed it. They're going to make sure that the caption that you input on the e-filing system is correct. And once they've confirmed all of these things, they're going to assign the index number electronically on the e-filing system. All right, now, once you submit the document initially, you're going to receive this first email. I'm going to pull up the email on the screen for you. This is the email you're going to receive. It's a notification of filing, and it's letting you know your stipulation or application to convert this matter from paper to electronic form has been received. It states that you must wait until you receive a second email notification advising you that your matter has been converted. Until you receive confirmation that the matter has been converted, you may not e-file to this matter. Once you receive notification from the court, all parties are advised to record their consent/representation in the matter. So just by submitting the stipulation and consent to e-filing, your electronic consent is not recorded in the case. What you have to do is wait for the county clerk's office to assign the index number, at which point you're going to receive a second email. All right, that second email is going to look like this. Okay, so it's just letting you know it's assignment of an index number. All right, the index number has been assigned. And once you receive this email, you know that you can now go in and record your consent electronically in the case so that you receive all future email service notifications when documents are uploaded by opposing counsel, other pro se litigants, or even the court. So now that the index number has been assigned, I'm going to show you how you can go in and record your consent electronically for the case. So you'll log back into the e-filing system under your account. You'll click on Supreme Court. You're going to click on consent/represent. You're going to input the index number that has been assigned. All right, and now you're going to see all of the parties in the case that you input when you created the case file, when you uploaded the stipulation. You're going to check off the party that you represent and click represent. And now you're going to be listed as an attorney of record for that party. You've consented to service by electronic means. So any documents uploaded into the e-filing system, you're going to be sent an email letting you know that they've been uploaded, and that's considered service in an e-filing case. You can now file any documents that you need to. Just bear in mind that until the attorney or the pro se litigant, the other parties in the case, until they've recorded their consent, anything you upload, you have to serve in hard copy. So, for instance, right now, the defendant, John Smith, his attorney of record has not recorded their consent yet. So until that happens, any documents that you want to upload have to be served on the defendant in hard copy. So if you see, a week go by or 2 weeks go by and the attorney for the defendant has not recorded their consent, you may want to reach out to them just to let them know. It is an additional step that's required. Even after they've stipulated to consent to convert the case to electronic filing, there is that additional step where they have to log into their account and electronically record their consent in the case. And they'll follow the same steps as you. They just click on Supreme Court, they click on consent represent, and just input the index number and select the court. All right, so this is the new procedure for those 3 counties. If you do have any additional questions about this procedure, you can always reach out to us at NYSCEF@nycourts.gov.